Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the remaining parts in the chapter 1 Introduction to Computers. So far, we have seen up to third generation computers. Now we are going to see fourth generation computer. The period of fourth generation is 1975 to 1980. VLSI, that is very large scale integrated circuits. This is microprocessor. It was used as main component in fourth generation computer. Let's see the merits and demerits of the fourth generation computers. They are smaller, faster. Microcomputer series such as IBM and Apple were developed. Portable computers were introduced. Do you know what is portable? Easy to carry. Let's see fifth generation computers. The period of fifth generation was started in 1980 up to till now. ULSI, ultra large scale integration component, was mainly used in fifth generation computers. Let's see the merits and demerits. Parallel processing. Parallel processing means connecting to all computers. Computer can be operated from anywhere. Superconductors. Then computer size was drastically reduced. It can recognize images and graphics. Artificial intelligence and expert system was introduced in fifth generation. That is robotics. Able to solve high complex problems including decision making and logical reasoning. So computers can perform only arithmetic operations before the fifth generation. But after ULSI was introduced, it can also solve the problems related logical reasoning. Next, sixth generation. It will come in future. Look at the merits. Parallel and distributed computing. Computers have become smarter, faster and smaller. Development of robotics, natural language processing, development of voice recognition software. That means it can even understand human language. It will come in future. Let us know about father of computer. He is Charles Babbage. He was considered to be the father of computer because he invented analytical engine in 1837. That analytical engine contained arithmetic logical unit, that is ALU, basic flow control and integrated memory. So these concepts help to develop the first general purpose computer. So he is called as father of computer. Let's see about the first digital computer, that is ENIAC. The expansion of ENIAC is electronic, numerical, integrator and calculator. It was developed by J. Presper Eckert and John Matchley. This computer occupied about 1800 square feet and it used 18,000 vacuum tubes. It weighed 50 tons. Look at the image of ENIAC, that is first digital computer. Now we are going to see about the important concepts will be used in 6th generation computing or artificial neural networks, and then natural language processing, NLP. So these are the components of artificial intelligence. These concepts provides the ability to develop the computer program to understand human language. So what are the concepts we have seen? Artificial neural networks, ANN, and then natural language processing, NLP. So these are the components of artificial intelligence, AI. Computer can recognize only programming language, that is high level language. So in this 6th generation, it can be understand human language with the help of these concepts. So these expansion may be asked in the one word. So make it clear. Let's see about the subfield of artificial intelligence, that is OCR. The expansion of OCR is optical character recognition. One more concept is optical grapheme recognition. These engines for the Indus scripts has been developed using deep learning neural networks. The abbreviation for deep learning neural network is DLNN. So this is the subfield of artificial intelligence in 6th generation computers. It helps to recognize the images in Indus. Have you read about Indus Valley in social studies? The OCR helps to scan the images in Indus scripts. Example for Indus script with the help of optical character recognition, that is OCR. Indus scripts has been developed using deep learning neural networks. Through this artificial intelligence, we can recognize the images in the Indus Valley civilization. Before 19th century, the computer was referred to human. Those who perform calculation using abacus, they are known as computers. The computer is derived from the word compute. Compute means calculate. The person who performs calculation is called as computers. So now the word computer is referred to the electronic device that accepts data as input, process it, and produce output and store it for future reference. So the word computer is referred to human before 19th century. After that, the word now refers to the machine. We have to know about data and information. Data is defined as unprocessed collection of raw facts suitable for communication, interpretation, or processing. For example, if you give any number, any name, they are known as data. They do not have any meaningful message. Now look at the information. Information is a collection of facts. It has meaning. For example, Sudha is 18 years old. Look at the diagram to understand better about data and information. Data is a raw fact. Information is a collection of facts. Getting input, process it and produce outputs. These are known as data as a single unit. If we get input 2 and 3, they are data. Adding 2 plus 3 is process and getting output 5 is a data. So these three are separately called as data. The collection of these is known as information. Getting input, adding it and produce output. So these all process called together as information. So information is a collection of facts. Let's see the definition of computer. It is very important. Whenever they ask what is computer, we have to write this definition. A computer is an electronic device that takes raw data as an input from the user and processes it under the control of a set of instructions. So we are giving 2 and 3 as input. They are called raw data. After that we are processing A plus B, that is 2 plus 3 is a set of instruction that is known as program, and it produces a result. Adding 2 plus 3 is 5. It produces output as 5. That is the result. It is also known as output. That result is stored in a computer. We can refer in future. So that is the definition of computer. Remainings in this chapter we will see later. Thank you, students.